Very good morning to everyone. Today we are going to learn the new topic, that is the business document. So business document is actually required by the business. By name itself, you got the idea that in the business what documents you are having it. So in the business, normally we have the two people. One is your customer, another one is the suppliers. So customers needs the things, they have to buy the things from the supplier. So when they need anything to buy it, on that time they are going to issue one document that is called as purchase order. After receiving the purchase order, the supplier is checking the data in his warehouse, and hereafter he is going to deliver the goods to the customer. Once the goods delivered by the customers, the supplier will issue the payment notification. Payment notification is the invoice. That is telling to the customers that he has to clear the payment, whatever he bought it. Hereafter, the customer is going to check his warehouse and the store. In the store, he is going to get the idea that some items are not in order. Maybe he ordered for the brown color, but he received the goods as blue color. So the order is wrong. So he has to issue one document to notify the supplier that the supplier issued the wrong goods. So after receiving the debit note, the supplier will check in his documents whether he issued the same consignment or the different consignment. So the supplier got the idea that he delivered the wrong goods. So he acknowledged it. So his acknowledgement will be seen in the credit note. So credit note is going to be used as a business document, is more authentic because it's a supplier. Hereafter, the customer has to see how many transactions done in the month. Then the supplier will issue one document that is called as statement of account. Statement of account is a summary of the transactions occurred during the month. Then after statement of account, the customers will release the payment. So payment will be done in two ways. One is that the check. If the payment is high, so he's going to issue the check. And if the payment is for the few dollars, then he is going to give the payment through cash. So check and cash received by the suppliers, and he will issue one document that is called as the receipts. So receipt is the acknowledgement of the payment received by the customers. So these are the documents actually you need it in any business. From the supplier side, you need the invoice, credit note, statement of account and receipts. From the customer side, you need the purchases order, debit note and the payment as cash and check. So now we are going to start the template of the invoice. Dear student, tell me what are the contents you think that should be available in the invoice. In the invoice, you need the person who is issuing the document. That is the invoice. That is what the supplier name. Very first. Then you also need to see that who is the customer. So customer's name and details will also be available there. And the important thing is that the date. On what date he issued the invoice. And also the goods details, the description. In the description, normally you will find the quantities, how many the quantities delivered, and price per unit was charged. And if the goods are delivered in great quantity, so that is basically the bulk buying. In the bulk buying, the supplier will give the special discount that is called as the trade discount. So trade discount will also available in the description. and hereafter that the total amount due. Okay, so the total amount due mentioned there. And one more thing is that the term, that the customer has to clear the payment in how many days, either in 10 days, 20 days or 30 days, depends on the business, depends on the nature of the transaction. So these things you will find in any invoice. And hereafter we'll go for the invoice template.